Police Interceptors. Out in force in one of Britain's highest crime areas.
He's lost it, he's got crash. Get him, quick, get him.
We're on patrol
It was chaos.
with West Yorkshire's finest.
I'll get on your back, hold the guy, get him.
Behind the wheel,
Still continuing, but it's wrong side.
armed and ready, and poised to pounce. Taking down the villains
Arms behind your back.
who put lives at risk.
Stop.
In the war against crime, the Interceptors are battling
Get down.
on the front line.
It's dangerous. There's no two ways about it.
Coming up,
Crash. Units to the fire station junction.
car thieves cause chaos.
Get on the floor! Get on the floor!
Interceptors get locked in a standoff.
This is the armed police! Military way! Outside now!
And Kev lays down the law.
Oi! Get her away or she's getting locked up.
It's a warm summer evening, and Interceptors Dan Robson and Tom Powell are on patrol in the suburbs of Leeds. Advanced driver Dan is a fan of movie hardman Jason Statham, and on the job, he likes nothing more than nicking car thieves and burglars. Tonight's shift could suit him nicely.
This outstanding cash guy, are there any particular cameras or times that it hits?
Stand by, I'll run it through again. I don't think there was, but I'll double check.
A black Nissan Qashqai has pinged an automated number plate recognition camera nearby. The Qashqai was reported stolen during a burglary in Leeds 2 days ago.
It's unusual that it's gone 2 days ago and it's still displaying the original plates. What they generally like to do is mask the identity of it and clone another legitimate Qashqai so that they can use it undetected for as long as possible.
Former call centre worker Tom is a massive rugby league fan, but one thing he likes more than tackling wingers is tackling crime.
What are we after?
Yankee Delta 63.
We'll just check the last 6.
Right motor, wrong plates. The problem is the Qashqai is one of the most common sights on British roads, and black ones are 10 a penny.
Same shape, same colour, same year, but not the car.
It's another false alarm.
This is turning into one of those shifts.
15 minutes later, they spot another.
That's it.
It looks like it's third time lucky.
He's going. Black Qashqai failing to stop Pudsey. We are left onto Valley Road, Yankee Delta 63. Outstanding stolen Qashqai requesting CPAC authority and other units, please. It is left, Chaucer Avenue.
The plates are a match, and this bloke clearly fancies giving Dan and Tom the runaround.
Speed is currently 45 miles an hour. Road conditions are good.
And he's flying over junctions.
Stand by for direction. It's a left onto Robin Lane, and then a right, Radcliffe Lane, Pudsey.
His speed picks up to 50.
We are still Radcliffe Lane, heading up towards Pudsey Centre, Church Lane.
And then as he heads into the town centre, he runs 1, 2, 3, 4 red lights.
Acknowledged. He's through on red, but he has slowed. It's straight down onto Lowtown, Pudsey.
But as he runs at 5th red, there's a seriously close shave.
Down. Stand by.
A passing motorist slams on the brakes just in time. As the suspect tries to shake them off in residential streets, Dan reckons the end is in sight.
Priestley Gardens. We may be looking at a decamp. Stand by.
Instead, the driver powers on through.
Continuation of Priestley Gardens onto Priestley View.
But it looks like he's lost because Dan's getting close.
So right onto Rosemont Street into the Fairfield estate. Speed is currently 30 miles an hour.
As the stolen Qashqai slows, Dan and Tom get a glimpse inside.
I think we've got four occupants. Driver is a white male.
Whilst the Interceptors get ready for runners, the fella in the Qashqai has other ideas.
It's off-road down a Ginnell, heading further down the Fairfields.
The driver now shows off his local knowledge by taking the Qashqai off-road.
Clearly.
Are you able to continue following?
Yes.
But when Dan tries to cut him off at the bottom of the hill, he's inches away from a head-on.
We've got it, it's Fairfield Crescent. We're just spinning on it. It's just taken a left Fairfield mount back onto Stanley Road. Stand by.
The pursuit is back on, but now the runaway motor's heading back into town.
It's heading up towards the traffic lights with the fire station in the direction of Pudsey. Speed 60 miles an hour.
The lights up ahead are on red, and this time there's no way through.
It's crash. Units to the fire station junction.
Two cars are waiting at the lights when the clueless Qashqai driver tries to get a 6-foot wide car through a 4-foot gap. Two innocent motorists are caught up in the chaos. The four suspects jump out and leg it.
Hey, stop there!
Will Dan and Tom be able to catch them?
Stop him! Stop him!
The Interceptors have been in hot pursuit of a black Nissan round a West Yorkshire town.
He's through on red.
The car was stolen in a burglary 2 days ago, and the driver's been running reds all over town.
Stand by. It's heading up towards the traffic lights with the fire station.
But Dan and Tom can only watch as he ploughs into two innocent motorists at a set of traffic lights. The doors fly open, and in a move the cops call starbursting, all four suspects scarper in opposite directions.
Hey, stop there!
Tom legs it after the driver, who's gone left,
Stop there!
while Dan's on the tail of one of his buddies.
Stop him! Stop him! Get on the floor! Get on the floor!
Fortunately, the lad's not much of a runner.
Oi! Stop fighting! No, I'll tase you! Get down! Get down! Now! Get your hands behind your back! Do it now!
You're under arrest on suspicion of theft of vehicle. You don't have to say anything.
Just cash there.
But it may have your offence. If you don't mention any question, something you like relying in court. Anything you do say may be given evidence.
Happy?
Happy.
On your ass.
Will you
Get your head down.
my keys up, please?
You'll get your keys in a minute. Get your head down.
While Dan hauls the cuffed passenger back to his car,
Could I ask why you found passenger, not driver?
the driver is proving to be a bit more nimble on foot.
White male, black t-shirt, Twinell Road, red jockey bottoms. Second one's the driver, second one is the driver.
As Tom steps up the pace, an unmarked car arrives to intercept up ahead.
Get on the ground, now, now. Get down. You're under arrest. Suspicion of burglary, theft of motor vehicle. Stop struggling, put your hands behind your back. I'm not resisting. Get your arm out! 4-1. Driver detained. Other ones run off.
With the driver in cuffs, choppers are dispatched to search for the two remaining runners. Back at the crash site, Dan's still reeling from the breathless pursuit.
It made me run. I don't like it when people make me run. Just, why? It's a stolen vehicle, but why put other people at risk and crash like that? I just can't get my head around why you do it.
You put the phone in the lighter?
Yeah, they're here, yeah.
And your back, my keys, yeah?
You've just been locked up from a stolen car and all you're bothered about is your phone and your lighter. Make me sick.
Luckily, the two motorists caught up in the carnage are unharmed. Sadly, the same can't be said for their cars. But the good news is Interceptors have caught up with the third runner who's now on his way to the nick.
Sort these cuffs out. Just pop your leg in for the time being.
Not a bad night's work for Dan and Tom.
The crucial thing is we got the driver as well, so sort of supports any sort of prosecution for the dangerous driving and the fatal stop element of it. And on top of that, he's been locked up for possession of Class B because he had some cannabis on him. So yeah, burglary, theft of motor vehicle, fatal stop, dangerous driving, possession of Class B, and 3 in the traps, and a car recovered, albeit it's in bits, but hey ho.
As they prepare to clear the road, the stolen Qashqai's rightful owner arrives to see what's become of his pride and joy.
Hey up, fella. Is it your car?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, it's been wrecked. We've got 3 arrested. So we'll do what we can with them to bring them to justice, but yeah, can only apologise that they've done this to your car.
2 months ago.
You've only had that 2 months? Devastated.
The driver was found guilty of aggravated vehicle taking, dangerous driving, possession of a Class B drug, and driving without a licence or insurance. He was sentenced to 8 months in prison and banned from driving for 2 years. No further action was taken against the passengers.
Wanted to go to the gym tonight as well. That's kibosh that idea. And you should have gone in before work.
It's 11:30 in the evening. Interceptor Duncan Matthews from the dog unit is out on patrol with his dog, Tia. Duncan's a self-confessed adrenaline junkie, and when he's not rounding up wrong-uns, he gets his kicks from bungee jumping and whitewater rafting.
And I've just picked up on one of the local channels that officers are being sent down to a report of a male been in and out of his front garden and on the street, but apparently he's carrying 2 kitchen knives at the moment. So taser officers have been deployed down there. I'm just going to make my way down just in case the male runs off. It does sound like he might have some mental health issues as well.
The situation is unfolding in a residential area nearby. Taser-trained interceptors are already on the scene.
Whether you've got mental health issues or not, the fact is he's out in the street with 2 kitchen knives. He could be self-harming, but he could be intent on harming somebody else as well. So until the knives are off him, we've just got to treat him and treat the threat appropriately.
By the time Duncan arrives, the man has locked himself in his home. 2 officers are outside.
You're right. There he is.
The man's worried grandma has also turned up, with a warning for the cops.
Grandma really emphasises that he don't like police, hates us, because we just beat him up apparently.
Right.
But we know that that's not the case.
Yeah.
Are you going to come down? I can talk to you. You're not getting beat up?
You're not helping him, look. You're not helping him at all by saying stuff like that.
I know.
If I help him to come down, I know what that. 4 policemen chucked him in a police van, handcuffed behind his back, laughing at him all the way there, and then beat him up when they got there. I'm not helping that.
Right, well, you winding him up like that won't help, will it?
I'm not coming down! Just talk to him! I'm doing that.
Do you need an ambulance?
What?
Do you need an ambulance?
No, I'm going to go to bed in a minute.
Hey.
Yeah.
The situation is on a knife edge.
Smash me. Don't! You'll talk to...
No! Don't! Please, don't!
I know. I'm not going to...
Get off!
Do not open the door!
The man is clearly distressed and needs help. But because he's reported to be armed, if interceptors can't talk him down, they'll have to use force.
It's like they're turning it into a full firearms job now. So we're getting firearms officers down here potentially to deal with the scene, just to secure it, and then make a decision about how we're going to go in and deal with the male, or whether we're just going to try and negotiate for him to come out. As you've seen already, the grandmother seems to be winding him up more than anything else.
Armed response units are en route, but worryingly, the man has now disappeared from view. So Duncan gets on the radio.
And we still haven't had any further contact or sightings with this male within the premises.
A helicopter has arrived on the scene. With armed response due any moment, Duncan escorts Grandma to the safety of a nearby cop car.
Jump in the car. Right, the ARVs are here now.
The armed officers arrive and immediately secure the building.
Blackside, just confirm you're in position, please.
Duncan gets into his body armour and concern for the man's welfare is growing.
Have we had any contact with him? How long have we not seen him for?
It's probably a good 15 minutes or so now.
How did he sound? Was he completely blathered? Or?
No, he's not been drinking.
With guns trained on the property, officers make their move.
Occupants of number... This is the armed police! Make your way outside now! Inside number... Make your way outside now! This is the armed police!
Interceptors desperately need to know the man is safe.
Occupant of number... This is the armed police! Present yourself at a window or a door! Do it now!
It's now nearly half an hour since he was last seen, and tension is rising.
This is the armed police! Make yourself known!
As the clock ticks towards 1 a.m, officers prepare to enter the property. When suddenly...
Male figure in the doorway. Male coming to the door. Stand there, please. Stand there. Stay where you are, please. Stand there. Do not move. Got anything on you? Right. Stay there. Do not move. Listen to me very carefully. What I want you to do is put your hands on top of your head, turn around, and walk to the end of your garden. See your gate, mate.
Fortunately, the suspect is unharmed and compliant.
Keep looking this way. Nice and steady.
But because he was seen with knives earlier,
turn to your right again, face your house.
The team can't be sure he's not concealing a weapon now.
Stand very still. You're going to be approached and handcuffed. Don't make any sudden movements, all right? Just get down on your knees.
Kill him, mate.
Yes, mate. Right. Coming back.
Moving in.
Cover on 2122.
Subject secure.
With the suspect in cuffs, the standoff is finally over.
But it's well, believe it or not.
And officers can breathe a sigh of relief.
The members of the public push past the van, please.
Members of the public back past the van, please.
The suspect is loaded into the van and taken away for questioning. While interceptors search the man's home, Duncan reflects on a night that could have ended very differently.
Just getting the message on the radio that they've been upstairs to where the male was when we first got there. They have found 2 kitchen knives that were in the same room that he was in, that we could see him leaning out the window. The guy's with the ambulance now. He'll be arrested for the offence and then also getting treatment or relevant treatment for the mental health issues that he might have.
The man was arrested for a fray after causing damage and making threats to officers. He is currently under investigation. Still to come.
Oi!
A family free-for-all.
Get her away or she's getting locked up as well.
A tall tale.
I'm going to find out who you are, OK? And I'm going to lock you up if I think you're telling me false details, yeah?
And a textbook tea pack.
OK, move in now, over. Stop, over.
Each year, over 200 people are killed on our roads as a result of drink driving. For the Interceptors, every one of those deaths is a tragic crime that could have been avoided. Ridding the roads of boozed-up motorists is their top priority. It's pub closing time on a Friday night. But for cops Kev Shaw and rookie Danny Murphy, the evening's just getting going.
So we've been dispatched to a report of a road traffic collision involving one vehicle into a wall, where there's an allegation that the driver is OPL drink driving and is trying to leave the scene.
Like any traffic cop, Kev's got no time for drunk drivers. And after 15 years on the force, he knows that Friday nights reveal the worst offenders.
Friday night into Saturday morning, a lot of people do go out and then just, rather than get a taxi, will probably stupidly risk it, drive back, make a mistake and crash into something.
And shockingly, 84% of those drivers are male. The crash they're attending now has happened right outside a chemical factory. Luckily, the only reported damage is to a dry stone wall and to the man's car.
Where's driver?
It's inside.
Oh, okay.
Incredibly, the driver is unharmed.
Out of the car, pal. I'll jump in back an hour. Jump in.
Security guards behind. It's the keys. Can't leave sight. So
Did you witness it happen as well?
Yeah, I was in there when I heard it. He came around the bend, he hit into it.
Yeah.
He reversed back and we couldn't move the car.
Thanks to the quick-thinking security guard who took his car keys, the man's been unable to cause any more carnage.
Hey up, mate.
You're right.
Danny, just shut door 2 ticks.
Kev takes the driver away for a chat.
Is that your car?
It is, unfortunately. A lot of family shit, a lot of trauma.
He's pretty incoherent. It's time to find out how bladdered this bloke actually is.
I have to hold the machine, you blow into that. Keep going, 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 keep. Got it. When were your last drink?
About an hour ago.
An hour ago. Okay. Do you know what the legal limit is?
I do, but I can't remember.
It's 35. I'll tell you in a minute. Still looking at it. 135.
It's almost 4 times over. It's amazing he can talk at all.
Right, mate. The official bit is you don't have to say anything but behind your defence if you don't mention when questioned, something which will later line in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. I have to cuff you, just whilst we're...
While Kev gets him ready for a trip to the Nick,
push up.
Danny checks out the man's motor.
Probably seen the passenger side, there's a few cans here of drink and whatnot. I'm going to try remove the car now, just try and get it off at road.
Danny, we'll have to get it recovered, mate, because it's just blocking road.
While they wait for the recovery truck, out of nowhere, a member of his family appears.
Can I speak to him?
You can speak to him, yeah?
Yeah.
Just a quick one.
You alright, you dickhead?
Get my phone out my car.
What? Where's your car keys?
I ain't got them anymore.
Can I get his phone out there?
Yeah, of course, go get his phone.
You alright? Come here, give me a cuddle.
You can't cuddle him.
I can't cuddle him.
Now another's turned up too.
No.
Get my phone.
Just get his phone, just get his phone. Right, if you stand away, please, he's coming with me. No, he's coming with me now. Yeah, well, I'm going now. No, I'm going now. Thank you. Right, just listen, just leave the door.
Would it just be alright?
Oi! Get her away or she's getting locked up as well. Get away now, or you're getting locked up.
Up the road and we live right down in the village.
Right, okay.
Would it be alright if I just...
No, I'm going now. Wow, they're passionate people, aren't they?
Family drama over, Kev takes the driver to the Nick for further tests.
So he's just over 4 times the limit on that handheld. That is a guide, so that just gives us an indication of what he's got in his system. It's not really used as evidence in this force, so we have to then take him down to Trafalgar House Police Station. Well, once I've been spoke to the custody sergeant of the reason why he's here, we'll then put him on a big machine, a breathalyzer, which that'll be used as evidence.
Back at the station, after being booked in, the driver is taken to the intoxilyzer for an evidential test.
Keep going, 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 stop. There we go.
It's more than 2 hours since his last drink, but his readings are still sky high.
Okay, so he's been on breath test machine, he's born 119. It is a lot of alcohol he's got in his system. I wouldn't want to get behind the wheel after 1 pint, so why he's done it after so many pints, that's just between him and his conscience. He's lucky that he hasn't killed himself. He's lucky he hasn't killed anybody else. I'm sure when he wakes up, he's going to have a massive headache and he's going to get killed off his mother.
The man was convicted of drink driving, disqualified for 2 years and ordered to do 200 hours of unpaid work. He was also ordered to undergo treatment for alcohol dependency. Of the 40 million drivers on UK roads, almost 1 million are estimated to be driving without a licence. But these criminals aren't always easy to spot, so interceptors need a sixth sense for sniffing them out. 2 a.m, West Yorkshire. Interceptor Steve Suggett is on patrol in his unmarked BMW. Nicknamed Suggs, his favourite TV shows growing up were Chips and TJ Hooker. And now as a traffic cop, he gets to rid the roads of dodgy drivers.
There's a lot of decent folk within West Yorkshire, and we need to safeguard them. We want the residents of West Yorkshire to feel safe.
Suggs has spotted a blue van who seems to be in a bit of a hurry, so decides it's worth a pull. He gives it a blast of the blues. And finally, he clocks the cop car behind.
You alright? What's your name? Just knock your engine off, Yassin.
Time to find out a bit more about Yassin.
Have you got your licence?
Not on me.
Okay, whose van is this?
It's mine.
Is it yours? Is it registered in your name?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you heading?
Home.
Okay, have you just finished work, have you, or something?
No, just went for a cruise.
Okay.
Yassim and his mate reckon they're on an innocent nighttime jaunt around the roads of West Yorkshire.
In fact, just take a seat for us over here, alright?
Suggs smells a rat.
You're just going a little bit quick down the road. Just wondered what we're all about.
Was I going pretty fast?
Yeah, just a little bit. You didn't stop straight away either, did you?
No, I couldn't tell because obviously it's side mirrors, isn't it?
Ah, right, okay.
You know what I mean?
It's not a great start. Time for a simple Q&A.
Do you know the registration number of your van?
Sorry?
Do you know the registration number of your van?
No.
No. But it's your van?
Yeah, it's my van.
Registered in your name?
Yeah.
Let's start with your name then.
Yassin Patel.
Just spell that.
Y-A.
Yep.
S-E-E.
Yep.
N.
Yep.
Patel.
P-A-T-E-L?
Yep.
Date of birth?
18 July.
Yep.
1889.
89?
I'm just a bit nervous.
I know, you're very nervous. Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah, I am.
I'll give you an opportunity now to come clean with me if you're not telling me who you are.
No, I am, honestly.
Yeah? Okay.
With the basics out of the way, Suggs moves on to a more advanced line of questioning.
And where do you live, Yassin?
25 Avenue.
Right. It's getting a bit silly now, isn't it? Yeah? I'm going to find out who you are, okay? And I'm going to lock you up if I think that you're telling me false details, yeah? I'll give you an opportunity now to come clean.
It's last chance saloon time for Yassin.
Tell me who you are.
Suleiman Patel.
Suleiman Patel.
Yeah.
Suleiman, have you got a driving licence?
Provisional.
Provisional, okay. Have you got insurance?
This car's insured.
The car's insured, yeah.
The vehicle insured.
But do you have insurance to drive it? No, okay. All right.
Uninsured and unlicensed.
Could I have a person check, please?
Suggs gets on the radio to check a few details. Surely it can't get any worse.
Always say thank you. You've got 15 points on your licence. That's it's not your first time you've done this, is it? Yeah. You should be banned by rights.
According to DVLA records, he's racked up 15 points on his provisional. Not bad going for someone who's never even passed their test.
I should have 8 points right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do another check just to make sure, but I'll show you that. Okay.
It also turns out the van is owned by someone else. Someone the suspect claims is one of his pals.
Yeah, received. If I give you the vehicle, it'll be a 165 seizure. You know I'm going to have to seize the car, don't you? All right. I'll have to caution you, you don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything that you do say may be given in evidence. Listen, look, what I'll say to you is this, right? It's a good job you didn't try and continue down the route of giving me false details, because that would have put you in the cells tonight. You understand that, yeah? So fair play for coming clean. All right.
Because he's not insured, the van will be seized and taken to the pound, where the rightful owner will have to come and retrieve it. Which means Pinocchio and his pal are now stranded.
Can you not give us a lift then?
Very cheeky. No.
Suggs goes to break the news.
Hey up, buddy. Unfortunately, the van's coming with me because he's got no licence.
Their moonlight cruise has turned into a long walk home in the dark.
All right.
The suspect was reported for driving without a licence and without insurance. He is currently awaiting his day in court.
You know, his worst world's liar, isn't he? He couldn't lie straight in bed, couldn't that lad? And where do you live, Yassine?
25 Avenue.
But he tried it on, but you know, experience. I've got 14 years experience and I've seen it all before. I just knew he wasn't telling me who we were meant to be, and eventually he came clean.
With the weekend over, the Monday shift begins. Interceptors Bob Hoyle and rookie Danny McKee are blue lighting it to the M62, where a white Polo reported stolen in London has been sighted on its way into West Yorkshire.
Is it coming eastbound across?
It's coming eastbound, yeah, from
Manchester
this way.
Former milkman Bob swapped his electric float for a cop car 25 years ago and is now an advanced driver on the force.
James, I'm at 25 now. I can black down to 24 if that's what you're thinking.
The Polo triggered an automated number plate recognition camera. Bob and Danny pull up on a slip road and wait for it to come past.
Not exactly sure of the circs around the why it's been stolen. Potentially it's a rental car which has not been returned, and hence the company have reported it's stolen. The market's just got on today, dinner time. So we're going to try and intercept it and find out what's gone on.
2 further traffic units, one up ahead and one behind, are waiting for the signal from Bob that the car has been sighted and the hunt can begin.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-7, vehicle's just coming up now, 25 towards that, said I.
Bob keeps his distance until the other units are in position.
Yeah, 3-7's lane 2, James, coming towards you.
The plan is to use a manoeuvre called Tactical Pursuit and Containment, or TPAC, to box the Polo in using all 3 cars.
Right, we're just coming past you, James, now on the exit, or the entry back to motorway from Artshead. Right, guys, if you want to do it now while we've got a bit of safety, I'll put blues on. If one of you two want to come past me, I'll stay back car.
Bob finally sticks on the blues, and the Interceptors get ready to strike.
Okay, move in now, over.
The 2 unmarked units pounce, and before he knows it, the suspect's got nowhere to go.
Somebody who stop, over.
With the Polo boxed, the driver and his passenger are removed and taken to separate vehicles.
Just turn your foot off, mate. I'll explain. It's all right. Just jump out for me. Yeah, just stand out. Right, just going to put some handcuffs on you. You're not under arrest. It's just so for your safety and mine, all right? And you're just going to jump in my car, and then we're just going to move out of that way. All right.
Come to keep an eye on these for a year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are 3 female passengers in the back of the Polo. Cops move everyone to a safer section of motorway for questioning.
At least we can find out then what's going on with this car.
With all cars safely on the hard shoulder, Bob goes to quiz the male passenger.
So who's hired this car?
It was delivered basically to my brother.
Him who were driving just then?
It was open insurance.
Yep.
So they said basically you're reliable to drive.
So you can drive?
I can drive.
And he can drive?
But basically, I've got the guy's number.
Yep.
Speak to him and he'll tell you all about it.
No, it's right. Well, we can get that number because we may need that.
The two men are brothers. It seems they've hired the car in good faith, and they reckon they're fully insured.
Right, so this car was delivered to you at around 1800 hours yesterday by who, sorry?
However, after a quick rummage in the car, Danny's found something.
It's an empty bag.
No, it's cannabis.
Cannabis in car, is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine.
Right, have you got any more on you now?
Nothing.
Right, we'll just have a quick look. I'll just give you that, Tom. Right, just let me have your pouch here for a minute, mate. So under misuse of drugs, we're just going to make sure you've no other drugs on you, okay? Have you been in trouble with police before?
No, officer.
It's what?
Never.
Personal details are taken and checks are run on the men's identities.
Good one. Nice fingerprint, that. So we're all good with his ID.
Meanwhile, cops have finally figured out that the car has been hired out and sublet multiple times, and somewhere along the chain it's been reported stolen. There's no suspicion on the two men today concerning the alleged theft, but because they're not insured, the car is being seized.
There's something not right with it, so, you know, we'll take the car, we'll send an email with everybody who's involved and let them sort it out, I think is the best option, I think.
The men are free to go, but investigations into the mystery car will continue.
But yeah, not straightforward, is it really? Never is. And now it's raining.
The driver was reported for driving without insurance. The passenger received a caution for possession of a Class B drug. The investigation into who might be responsible for the alleged theft of the vehicle is ongoing. Still to come.
It's not doing anything.
Charlie and the boys get stuck in a rut.
What's it showing on dials?
There's a fault with headlights.
I can confirm that.
It's mid-afternoon, and on patrol are Interceptors Carl Charlie Farley and Paul Richardson. Veteran traffic cop Charlie dreams of retiring to an island in the Caribbean, but today he'll have to settle for the M1 northbound.
We have had a couple of calls about, I think it's a Range Rover Evoque, a brand new one, that's been involved in a collision. There's only one vehicle involved. I think it's got 4 occupants, but it's rolled several times, by the sounds of it. There are injuries, but we have no update on what those injuries are at the moment. But it also says that the vehicle is completely trashed, so we don't know. There's nobody there yet, so we've no updates neither.
An ambulance has already been dispatched, and it's not long before Charlie gets some news.
Got me 4-1 I did, thanks for that. We're just coming off at M1 at 47 now, won't be too long. Just had an update, there's a couple of local PCSOs that have were close by that have gone, and they're saying it's walking wounded, which, that's good, sounds promising.
The Range Rover has crashed in a rural location about 15 miles east of Leeds. But when they get there, it's clear this is no ordinary call-out.
Please get a part there, mate.
Can't see a vehicle.
Just pull up here. Interesting.
They've spotted a crowd of people a few hundred yards up a narrow dirt track.
Hey-o.
And lying battered in a ditch is a brand new luxury Range Rover, worth about 100 grand.
You're driving, are you?
This could take some explaining.
So I came up here yesterday, just to be completely honest, looking for like a little country road to sort of like drive up. And I realised today I had it parked outside work and there's like a little under fender, you know, on the bumper.
Yes.
Like 600 quid. So I thought, oh, I'll just retrace my steps and just see if I can just find it, you know, like at middle of the road. Nobody obviously ever comes up here.
The driver claims a £600 part fell off the bottom of his car when he was up here yesterday testing its off-road capabilities. And today he came back to look for it.
So I went up and it wasn't there. So I turned around and came back down. And I wasn't driving very fast at all. I don't know how much I was doing, so I was just sort of like concentrating on the road. And all of a sudden, it just grips into the road and the wheel just spun out my hand.
Right.
And I tried to brake and it was just going along and it just wouldn't stop. And it hit that tree and just flipped. And
Can I just check this?
sorry.
Don't worry about it. Whose motor is it then?
It's on hire from Thrifty. We've got like a corporate account with them.
Right, what do you do? Right.
Incredibly, the driver and his 3 mates have escaped with only minor cuts and bruises.
Just an update for Sierra 45, please. 4 from this vehicle are walking wounded, no issues.
The driver is a lucky boy, and he knows it.
To be honest, I was going along on the roof of it thinking that I'd just killed 3 of my mates.
While the passengers are escorted to the roadside for a lift home,
Keep going.
the suspect is breathalyzed.
Stop. Lovely.
And blows 0.
Even though I know, I was still slightly worried.
Yeah. There's no suspicion of any intoxicants on him at all. I think what's happened is it's a new company car that he's got. He's had his 3 mates in car. It's been going quick, I would have said. And I think he's been showing off a little bit, to be honest, and it's gone wrong for him. He seems all right at the moment, but I think when he gets home he might have a little cry. I would.
Even though it's a company hire car and fully insured, he'll still have to cough up a hefty excess.
What will your gaffer say then?
I am the gaffer.
Oh, you are the gaffer. What are you going to say to yourself then?
You're a stupid prick and you should just have paid the £600 for a new little front panel.
It's retarded.
Cheers for your guys.
You know what it is?
PNC as 121.
With his tail between his legs, the driver's free to go, which leaves Charlie in charge of Range Rover removal.
We're quite a long way from road, as you saw, where we've had to park, and it's quite a narrow dirt track. We're going to try and see if it'll start itself and try and get it out one way or another towards road first, to make it easier for recovery.
First things first, start the engine.
What's it showing on dials?
It's... So this is a fault with headlights.
It actually
I
does
can confirm that.
It's not doing anything.
Just hang on, I'm just Googling where fuel cut-off is. All I did was Google it and it started. Do I try reverse first, Paul?
Yeah.
No, leave it there, Paul. If we get Mick to come up, we'll get strap on it.
Charlie's plan is to use an X5 to help pull it out of the ditch.
Mick's going to drag it whilst trying to assist it in reverse. We can only give it a go. If it don't work, then we'll have to get recovery. Yeah, go. Just watch this side, Paul.
But the wheels are locking.
If you can manage to get it straight back.
So Charlie gives it a bit more welly.
Come on, it's pulling.
And for the second time today, the Range Rover hits a tree.
To be fair, it's nearly out.
It's nearly out, isn't it?
Charlie and the boys mobilise for one last effort.
Yeah. Straighten it up a bit. Straighten it up a bit. That's it.
The battered Range Rover is finally on its way, closely followed by its bumper. 100 grand's worth of luxury motor heading straight for the scrap heap.
It's written off as that, absolutely guaranteed. They'll write that off with hardly any miles on it. So upset lad, whether it's a case of high performance car, low performance driver, he's certainly got it wrong.
The Police Interceptors are back new next Monday at 8. Some of Britain's toughest teens camo up for training tonight. Meet the raw recruits. Squaddies at 16, new at 10. After Chris Tarrant explores the land of sun, sea and speed. We're in Spain for new extreme railway journeys next.